I just picked this up at the last guitar show. This is an L4, he told me it's a 1944. It possibly could be older because I've seen ones that are advertised as 33s. They look just like it, so I don't know. The guitar is in pretty darn nice shape when you consider it's almost, it's 80 years old pretty much. It's got a rosewood fretboard. I guess it's a carved maple sides and back with a carved spruce top. And let me just show you a couple of pictures on this. Here's the back, and it's a nice looking back. Kind of really hard to see the nuances there. I think the guitar has been shot over with a little bit of lacquer. It could be. I know the neck hasn't been. The neck is in nice shape, 3-piece maple neck. The tuners have been replaced. And then, of course, that's a tuner attached to the top there from the 30s. Just kidding.
Yeah, a wireless digital tuner.
A wireless, from the 30s. And then, now the tailpiece is original. And then it's got this add-on de-arming, which is a trip in itself. That's a trippy pickup. First of all, the way it's designed is you can place the pickup wherever you want. You get a different sound. Come on, get on back there. See how easy that is? So that's I like that sound right there. So it's got that, and then it's got these two controls, volume and tone, which there's my tone, here's my volume. So here's the trip about this guitar. It's got this button right here, and that's for rhythm. Now listen to the tone. Okay, I'm gonna... Is it even coming out of there? Something happened here. And then you press that button, and now it's lead. Whoops. I don't think it's working correctly now. Maybe it's on now. I guess it is working. So it's got that. And then you hit this button, and then you're into the lead. So it's kind of a trip. This guitar, when the guy brought it in to the show, well, number one, it was missing strings, and so you really couldn't try it. I plugged it in, and I could see the pickup was working, but I was a little bit leery about it because you never know how this neck's going to work out. And believe it or not, the truss rod worked great. Took the nut off, oiled it up. I use, Dan Irwin's got a wonderful video on adjusting a good neck, and he uses clamps and a C. He uses a level, actually, with a C and then a C clamp to push and hump the neck, then put the strings on. And so it's less work for the truss rod. As he puts it, that truss rod's a lot of work for that little truss rod. So the guy's got a point. So I always do. I've been doing that now, especially on guitars. I'm a little bit, unfamiliar with, and So anyway, you could do that. Get the neck hump, then tighten the nut up a little bit. The work's already been done, so you're good to go. So I did that on this, and then of course I cleaned it all up, and I shined up the frets, oiled the tuners. They weren't working quite right, even though they're replacements. And you got a wonderful guitar here. It's really cool. So we were going to talk about guitars from the 40s because a lot of guys, myself included, shied away from them because there's no cutaway. And it's like, oh no, there's no cutaway. What am I going to do? I can't play up here. Well, you know what? If you want to play way up here and you want to get these high notes, play the mandolin. This is plenty high enough. I mean, here's where the guitar sounds the best. Right in here, don't you think? I can still get that F minor 9. Has got a beautiful sound. So if you can get how's it going out not there? Having Let's this see. Here we are. Camera. Camera, Wes. Then we're getting off to a late start, and I want to apologize for that. Then there's a whole world. This little thing drives me up the wall, man. For you to sample. And to partake all in. Morning working on think about it. A nice track for Blues for Alice, and got it all done, and couldn't make a copy. This over one, to the I've been doing a little research on L4s, and there's so many different models, so many different configurations. The 12 fret, the CES, the cutaways, the L4Cs. So many L4 configurations. This particular one, anyway, that was Blues for Alice, I think is just. But we'll do that. When you got this extra volume, I think it was Daryl Doyle Dykes who said he was talking really to appreciate it Taylor, Bob Taylor, because if you don't show up, we're not going to show up either. This is valuable real estate. Really appreciate you coming in. When you look at the guitar and how so much, we got Tom Johnson over here and W.C. Ray. How much volume Roland. This adds from quite a bit more volume in Seattle. As far as what's inside the cabinet. Holland. Hello, Makes Paul. Sense? How's it going? I worked with a guy for many years, and super nice guy. So that's And
That's this.
now this particular one does have
God, I got to go
a
see
pretty
him in
chunky
Vegas
neck,
now.
but it's livable.
Wonderful sax
This
player and
one
singer.
is also 25.5-inch scale length. Now that kind of
So,
surprised me because I thought L4s
we got
were
Wes working the
24.5.
cameras, working the
And then
sound.
it's
It's
1 3/4
all that
inch
good
nut
stuff.
width,
Wes,
which,
say hi.
the older I
Hi,
get, I'm not so
everybody.
wild
Hi.
about that.
So
What am
I've been toying around the idea
Plus, he hurt his back.
of
Yeah, I can't stand up straight.
putting
great.
a
Pretty excited.
11/16
excited
nut
about it.
in here.
pretty
So
excited
it
to be
just
here.
gives you a little more room on the side.
So,
or
and then Gail is
even a
working the
1
message board
and
there.
9/16.
We
And
have
I know
got
that
a jam-packed
that's
show for you,
ludicrous.
and it revolves around a
I've been
couple of
thinking
things.
about
First
it,
off,
and who knows, I
we're
might just
going to have a little interview with our guest instructor for the Yosemite Jazz Workshop this year, the Mr. Bruce Foreman. So
And
I've
he's
got a
gonna be
couple
on,
other
and we're gonna
guitars
talk
here. This
about
is
L
various
excuse me,
stuff.
ES 150.
And
So
and
I'm
I
looking
took
forward
it
to
over
that.
Mitch
That'll be
Holder
at 12:30. And we were looking in books.
12:30
and
Pacific
guitars from
Standard Time. You know,
actually the
that,
late 40s.
in Holland, I have no idea what the
I was
time is
thinking it
in
was
Holland.
51, 52. But
anyway,
according to the headstock and the
And then we're going to talk about
inlays,
guitars from the 40s.
it's not.
So interesting, huh? What MP3 player I'm using? I'm using this thing. It's called a Surfans. And maybe I got it filled up with too much stuff. I don't know. Maybe that's the problem. I couldn't get anything to transfer over to the dang thing. I don't know if it was a permission thing. I went through that whole thing and oh. Okay, wait a minute. Roland Muller says my L7 had a similar Gibson script. It was told Gibson did not make as many guitars during the war. The neck was an older one with Gibson in script writing. Well, that's interesting. But anyway, and then Kelly Shields is here. Hi, Kelly. And Kelly says, these tone controls, no, I don't think these are from the 40s. I don't know when the DeArmond came out. Do you guys know when they first came out? I want to say the 50s. I don't think it's the 40s. It's got this weird connection onto here. And then this is kind of weird with a little hose clamp there. But it seems to work just fine. So it makes you want to play 40s music on it. Let's see. All right. So, yeah. So we'll take a look at this ES 150 in a while. The frets on this, I don't think it's been refretted. Excuse me. I got this cold thing going on. It hasn't been refretted. I'm tempted to do that, but that, you add something, but then you take something away from it when you do that. And the frets, I know it's got a little funky one right here. Anyway. Hey, Rich, when you had the Eastmans on recently, you talked about grinding down the bridge to get the action you like. Would you go into more detail on how you approach that? Yeah, it's just these... Wes, could you zoom in here, possibly on this bridge, and they can see this? Right here, it's like...
you have to make a notch in the bridge for the thumbnails. Do you see that? Can you see that there? See that little notch? Well, when this came on, came to me, the action was so high I couldn't play it. So you got to kind of notch it so the thumb wheels can go down. So you make a little room for those. I hope you can see that. And so Eastman's like that too. They put these bridges on and they're so dang high. So half the time you got to notch them in camera, and then you're okay. The first DeArmond pickups were made in 1939. Thank you, Gail. Wow. So, this could be, right after the guy he bought it from. He said, I bought it from a grandpa, an old grandpa. Okay. Probably bought it at a yard sale for, I don't know, $50. I didn't pay that. But anyway, this possibly then could be that. This was had a lot of rust on it, so I just kind of cleaned it up. I don't want rust on my guitars. I kind of draw the line with rust. I like the patina and all that good stuff, but I don't like rust. So anyway, that's the deal with grinding down the bridge. Greetings from Saudi Arabia. I love those vintage Gibsons. I have a 1945 L7 with a floating Kenneth Armstrong with that headstock script. Wish I had it here with me. Yeah. So the thing is, if you can get past the cutaway, there's a whole slew of guitars out there. And the vintage ones, of course, you buy a vintage car, right? Even if it's a driver. Okay, if it's a driver, you're going to have to put some money into it. It's just the way it is. You're going to have to, you don't necessarily have to modernize it, but you at least need to fix it. And same thing with old guitars. What you want to look out for is sometimes if the neck might need to be reset, in which case that's an expensive ordeal. So they got to take the neck off. And the way to tell is on where the neck meets the body. If that is much higher than the rest of the neck, then you got a problem. So that's the first thing you check. Second thing, on this neck has hardly any dings in it at all. No dings at all, really. So it didn't have any strap button or anything. So this grandpa probably just played at home. And just entertained himself and played a few chords and sang. Because there's a lot of wear down here. That's where the wear is. So a lot of these chords. But not too many of these. So, and I've got the action on this pretty dang low. You guys know I need the action low. So Jim Falco from Philadelphia. Oh, WC says play 7, come 11. Trombone player playing that. I don't know that song well enough to just whip it out and play it. What is the other thing here? Wes.
Yeah.
What are you doing over there?
I'm doing a bunch of stuff that I didn't have time to do before.
Oh, okay. All right.
What do you need?
I'm going to show this 150 now.
Okay.
Unless you guys want to hear a tune on this first.
Yeah, play something on that.
All right, here, I'm going to play a tune on this. Let's play this old song. Yeah, and that pretty song, of course. Gershwin, appropriate for this guitar. I love the sunburst color of this. Nice, dark, and rich. Isn't that crazy? It's whacked out cuckoo, man.
Hi, Rich here again. I just wanted to say thanks for checking out my videos. If you like it, hit the thumbs up button. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and sign up for those notifications so you can see all the cool guitar videos we put out each week. If you want more lessons right now, I have hundreds of them at guitarcollegelibrary.com. Check out our low-price monthly streaming memberships. And if you want to learn jazz, check out my course, Jazz Guitar Improv. I take beginner jazz players and get them playing awesome solos on the fly. You'll see the link for the JGI course in the description below. Hey, thanks again for watching my channel. We'll see you again real soon with a new video.